Ever wondered how your brain processes information? Take a look at this guy. Immediately you know he is very angry, he's balding, and is probably about to yell some choice words. You did not intend to know this, you just do. Now try this one. You quickly know that this is a multiplication problem, and you know that you could probably solve it if you could be bothered. You also know that 53 and 2017 are not plausible answers, but you cannot be sure that the answer isn't 428. An accurate answer won't come to mind unless you choose to fully engage with the task. The picture of the man and the math problem highlight two distinct modes of thinking. The assumptions you had about the angry man were made by System 1, or fast thinking. System 1 operates automatically and quickly with little or no effort. To solve the multiplication, you will need to use your System 2, or slow thinking, which allocates attention to the effortful mental activities that require it. These two systems dictate much of our perceptions and thinking in life. Let's take a closer look at System 1 and 2 in action. Listen to the following puzzle and the answer that your intuition tells you. A bat and a ball cost $1.10. The bat costs $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? An answer comes to mind. That answer is 10 cents. This puzzle evokes an answer from System 1 that is intuitive, appealing, but also wrong. Do the maths and you'll see. If you had recruited your System 2, you would have found that the correct answer is 5 cents. One of the main functions of System 2 is to monitor the actions and thoughts suggested by System 1. But System 2 is inherently lazy. It could have easily rejected the incorrect answer provided by System 1 with a small amount of effort, but it couldn't be bothered and just accepted the intuitive answer because it seemed about right. People who answer 10 cents appear to be followers of the law of least effort. People who avoid that answer and recruit their System 2 appear to have more active minds. So let's try another. This is Steve. Steve is very shy and withdrawn, invariably helpful with little interest in people or the world of reality. A meek and tidy soul, he has a need for order and structure and a passion for detail. Do you think that Steve is more likely to be a workman or a librarian? The resemblance of Steve's personality to that of a stereotypical librarian is striking and is the obvious intuitive answer. But did it occur to you that the number of male workmen is far greater than the number of male librarians, and therefore Steve is more likely to be a meek and tidy workman than a librarian? System 1 operates as a machine for jumping to conclusions based on the information that is readily available. Your System 2 is more than capable of accounting for the equally relevant statistical considerations, but most of the time, it just prefers not to. The combination of conclusion-jumping System 1 and a lazy System 2 means that System 2 will endorse many intuitive and often incorrect beliefs generated by System 1. But there are ways to make your System 2 get off the couch, put on some pants and go to work, and the next exercise should do just that. Here is a string of 4 digits. Read the 4 digits aloud and then add 3 to each of the original digits. Try to maintain a steady rhythm as you do. So, if the numbers read 3, 5, 1, 9, the correct response is 6, 8, 4, 2. Then repeat for the next card, followed by the next. Ready? Go! Few people can cope with more than 4 digits. While your System 2 is hard at work, your pupils dilated, your muscles tensed, and your heart rate increased. You may have also observed as you perform the add 3 task how unusual it is for your mind to work so hard. The idea that we have limited access to the workings of our brain and mind is difficult to accept, and this ties into a concept called priming. For example, consider the following word fragment. How would you complete this word? Chances are you thought of wash. The fact that a bathtub appeared on the screen primes an idea, and as such you are more likely to complete this word as wash than you are as wish. But it is not just images that can prime our brains. What is even more astounding is that people who are asked to think of an action of which they were ashamed are more likely to complete this word fragment as wash, in an impulse that has been dubbed the Lady Macbeth effect. These priming effects arise in System 1 and you have no conscious access to them, but they are universal and they definitely apply to you.